TV18
in the national capital under the supervision of AIM doctors. So that is the latest that we're getting to hear, that the younger son, Umar Ansari, who has been crying foul and conspiracy. In fact, he had also filed a petition in this Apex Court expressing fear that the state government intended to assassinate his father in Banda jail, and therefore he is raising these allegations that there is conspiracy, there was intent to kill his father, Mukhtar Ansari. Anshul joins us now for the very latest. Anshul, tell us a little bit more about this letter that that Umar Ansari has written. Why is he asking for the post-mortem to be conducted in the national capital?
So yes, this has been a contention for a very long time now. Umar Ansari has constantly been saying that his father was slowly being poisoned inside the jail cells itself, and finally, after Atiq Ahmed died of a heart attack yesterday, these contentions have been given more wind, and that is the reason why, even after the Yogi Adityanath government has formed a committee to look into this entire matter, and also a panel of doctors have also been set up, but the manner in which the incident, the allegations that have been put forth by the supporters of Mukhtar Ansari, that is the reason why he is now going ahead and asking that the post-mortem should be done by doctors from AIMS, as he does not trust the local doctors who are available over there, and that is the reason why he has gone ahead and written this letter. It remains to be seen if at all the Yogi Adityanath government will eventually oblige to the demands of the son of Mukhtar Ansari. But yes, at this point in time, it seems like that the family of Mukhtar Ansari is absolutely not satisfied with the reason of heart attack that has been given by the jail authorities and eventually by the hospital authorities, as well as the reason behind the death of gangster Mukhtar Ansari.
Right. Anshul, poisoning or heart attack, there is a lot of controversy over the nature of Mukhtar Ansari's death, and the massive politics has also erupted over the death of the gangster-turned-politician. What are you getting to hear from the Samajwadi Party and the BSP? What do they have to say? Are they also crying foul, or are they asking for a fair investigation?
So yes, the Samajwadi Party has categorically gone ahead and said that there could be a larger conspiracy behind this sudden death and demise of Mukhtar Ansari. But there are several political leaders from the Samajwadi Party who have gone ahead and given this statement, or either on social media or speaking to mainstream media as well. They are raising objections in the manner in which this entire incident of heart attack happened, where the body of Mukhtar Ansari was found inside the jail cell itself, and eventually when he was taken to the hospital, how much time elapsed in between, what was the exact reason behind it, that could only be known post the post-mortem report comes out. But yes, the manner in which the allegations are being raised by the Samajwadi Party specifically, and also a few leaders from the Bahujan Samaj parties who have also gone ahead and raised their concern over the manner in which this entire incident or the death of Mukhtar Ansari has happened. But yes, the Yogi Adityanath government and the BJP is absolutely sure of the fact that there is no foul play that has been involved in this entire incident. And that is the reason why, keeping the entire controversy in mind, they have formed a committee to look into this entire incident of death, and also they have formed a committee of doctors to also go ahead with the post-mortem as well. So yes, it remains to be seen what eventually will come out of the post-mortem. Yes. But yes, there are a lot of speculations that have been made from the side of Samajwadi Party and from few leaders of the Bahujan Samajwadi Party as well.
Indeed, the post-mortem is extremely crucial. What we're getting to hear, that a panel of 5 doctors have been constituted in doing and performing that post-mortem on the body of Mukhtar Ansari. We'd also like to tell our viewers that Mukhtar Ansari was a notorious gangster. He was also a very influential and a very powerful politician who would operate from inside the jail. He, in fact, was convicted in numerous cases, with the most high-profile being the killing of BJP MLA Krishnanand Rai. In fact, it was in the year 2005 when Mukhtar Ansari was convicted and sentenced to 10 years in jail for the death of the BJP MLA. Today, the victim's family asserts that Ansari was no saint, hence they see his death as a blessing and justice being delivered to their family.
कि बाबा की आशीर्वाद है। जय, आज मैं हमेशा बाबा के दरबार में न्याय के लिए करती थी, आज न्याय मिला है हमको। देखिए, होली के त्योहार हम लोग इस घटना के बाद नहीं मना पाते थे। आज हमको लगा कि नहीं, हमारे लिए आज का दिन होली का ही दिन है।
पीयूष, द फैमिली मेंबर्स ऑफ मुख्तार अंसारी वो कह रहे हैं कि कंस्पिरेसी है, फाउल प्ले है, उनको जहर दिया गया है, उनकी हत्या जो है नेचुरल कॉजेस से नहीं हुई है, उनको मारा गया है. हाउ डू यू रिस्पॉन्ड?
See, this is a matter of
investigation, and surely the government will look into this. But after all, the judgment that has been passed by the mighty Almighty, we are all happy that finally the Almighty has given His verdict. And once said that the Almighty, whatever decides, always happens for the beneficiary of everybody. So the whatever comes from His court or from His judgment, we should accept it very sincerely.
He faced the charge, Mukhtar Ansari, Piyush faced the charge of killing your father. I know your family went through quite an ordeal. It was such a tragedy when you lost your father, BJP MLA Krishnanand Rai. Can you take us through those times, those moments? It must have been such a traumatic time for your family and for the rest of the family members as well.
Yeah, of course, that time was very upsetting, and whenever we try to remember those periods, we still get some shivers from it. But the intentions of the government always is very important for the betterment of the society. And at that time, the government of Samajwadi Party has clearly no vision and no clear indication of their actions against such people who are bad in the society. And clearly there has been change from 2017 under the leadership of Pujaniya Maharaj Yogi Adityanath ji. We see a clear intentions of zero tolerance policies against such people who have been always corruption and always loot to the society.
Well, that was Piyush Rai, the son of slain BJP MLA Krishnanand Rai, who was alleging that the gangsters were allowed a free run in the state of Uttar Pradesh and were backed and supported by parties like the Bahujan Samajwadi Party and the Samajwadi Party. We also got a chance, in fact, to speak to the first cop, Shailendra Singh, who had arrested the gangster Mukhtar Ansari. He spoke about the political backing of Mukhtar Ansari's family and just how it was so difficult to handle his case.
You have seen the peak of Mukhtar Ansari's criminal and political career. You were the only officer to have also imposed POTA on Mukhtar Ansari. Take us through what you witnessed on the ground level as Mukhtar Ansari straddled his tryst with politics and crime.
बिल्कुल सही बात है। ये आज से 20 साल पहले की बात है, जनवरी 2004 की बात है। और मुख्तार अंसारी एक लाइट मशीन गन जो आर्मी से चुराई हुई थी उसको ख़रीदना चाहता था और अपने जो विरोधी थे कृष्णानंद राय उनकी हत्या के लिए यूज़ करना चाहता था। और उसको फिर हम लोगों ने रिकवर किया 25 जनवरी 2004 को। और पोटा कानून चूँकि उस समय एग्जिस्ट करता था तो पोटा कानून लगा, लेकिन दुर्भाग्य हम लोग का ये हो गया कि अल्पमत की सरकार मुलायम सिंह की थी, उसको सपोर्ट ये मुख्तार अंसारी करता था। और उस समय मुख्यमंत्री मुलायम सिंह जी लगातार इस बात पर दबाव बनाने लगे कि मुख्तार का नाम निकाल दिया जाए। और मैं अपने वरिष्ठ अधिकारियों के माध्यम से उनको संदेश देता रहा कि सर ये संभव नहीं है, एक बार FIR जब कायम हो जाती है उसको बदला नहीं जा सकता है, तो मैं तो इसको नहीं कुछ कर सकता हूँ। और फाइनली उनकी नाराज़गी बढ़ी। हमारे तत्कालीन जो बनारस जोन के IG थे, DIG थे, रेंज के SSP STF थे, सबका ट्रांसफ़र रातों रात कर दिया गया और हमारी यूनिट बनारस से क्लोज़ करके लखनऊ बुला ली गई। और 15 दिन तक मुझ पर डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्ट इस बात का प्रेशर बनाया जाता रहा कि आप किससे पंगा ले रहे हैं, माफिया बहुत बड़ा है, एडिशनल SP पे गोली चलवा चुका है, बड़े बड़े पॉलिटिशियंस को इसने किडनैप किया, रैंसम लिया, जेलर को हत्या करा चुका, आप उससे न पंगा लीजिए, आपकी जान जोखिम में, आपका परिवार जोखिम में है। और ये दबाव बनाया गया कि इसको किसी तरह से मैं हट जाऊँ, लेकिन मुझे ये गवारा नहीं हुआ। और फाइनली मैंने 15 दिन बाद रिज़ाइन किया और रेजिग्नेशन में लिखा मैंने गवर्नर साहिबा को, उस समय जो गवर्नर जी थे, कि माफिया जब सरकार को निर्देशित करने लगे कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है, तो ऐसी दशा में हम जैसे ईमानदार लोगों के लिए काम करना संभव नहीं है। और मैं रिज़ाइन करके इस जॉब से बाहर जा रहा हूँ, क्योंकि मैं पब्लिक सर्वेंट के रूप में भर्ती हुआ हूँ और एक जनता के टैक्स से तनख्वाह खा रहा हूँ। मैं किसी माफिया के नियंत्रण में रह के काम नहीं कर सकता हूँ। तो ये घटना थी।
जी, आपने इस घटना पूरा ये जो घटनाक्रम बताया है हमें, उससे बहुत स्पष्ट तौर से सामने आ रहा है कि समाजवादी पार्टी का किस तरह का सपोर्ट रहा है मुख्तार अंसारी को, उनके पूरे परिवार को। हमें बताना चाहेंगे कि किस तरह वो ऑपरेट कर रहे थे फ्रॉम बिहाइंड बार्स इवन व्हेन द समाजवादी पार्टी वाज इन पावर, एंड ऑल्सो नॉट टू फॉरगेट द सपोर्ट दैट ही हैज रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम बीएसपी।
नहीं, बिल्कुल सही बात है। ये लोग जेल में रहें या बाहर रहें, इनके लिए कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता था। आपको घटना याद है, उस समय मऊ में दंगे हुए थे और ये कर्फ्यू के दौरान खुली जीप में ऊपर छत पे बैठ के घूम रहा था। तो ये दौर था उसका। मीडिया के माध्यम से ये समाचार आता था कि डीएम गाजीपुर जेल में जाके बैडमिंटन खेल रहे हैं इसके साथ। तो मुख्तार का कितना जलवा था उस समय, सरकार का कितना समर्थन था, ये छोटी छोटी घटनाओं से पब्लिक भी देखती थी और लोगों को, अधिकारियों को भी मैसेज था कि आप लोग इसके रास्ते में मत आएं, ये जो कर रहा है इसको करने दीजिए। और एक तरह से खुली छूट थी कि तुम जो चाहे वो कर लो, और उसी का नतीजा था, जब चाहता था जिसको मरवा देना, जब चाहता था जिसको उठवा लेना। जो भी ठेके पट्टे या जो भी सरकारी तंत्र था वो सब इसके नियंत्रण में था पूर्वांचल का। बिना इसके मर्जी के वहाँ पत्ता नहीं हिलता था। जो एसटीएफ अपने काम के लिए पूरे देश में ही नहीं विदेश तक में जानी जाती थी, वो एसटीएफ, हम लोग चूँकि उस समय मैं एसटीएफ में था, जब रिज़ाइन करके जब बाहर गया तो इतना मनोबल गिर गया कि वो इस एसटीएफ में काम ही छोड़ दिया एक तरह से। लेकिन हमारा सौभाग्य सबका कि योगी जी मुख्यमंत्री बने और रिजिम बदला। यही जो मुख्तार अंसारी लोगों को डराता धमकाता था, आज अपनी जान की भीख मांग रहा था। जो भय का साम्राज्य से इसने अपना आर्थिक साम्राज्य बनाया, और वो साम्राज्य भी इसका गैंगस्टर एक्ट के तहत जब योगी जी ने सब नीलामी शुरू कर दी, जब्त करना शुरू कर दिया, तो वो अपने आँख के सामने इसने ढहते हुए देखा और डर इतना गया था कि सोचा किसी तरह हम यहाँ से निकलें। लेकिन हार्ट अटैक से आपने कल देखा इसकी डेथ भी हो गई।
I'm going to go straight across now to Siddhant. Siddhant, while the family members of Mukhtar Ansari are crying foul, they are claiming it's a murder and not cardiac arrest, as stated by the hospital authorities. His death also ends his 40-year terror reign. We were just listening to a cop who had arrested Mukhtar Ansari. I got a chance to speak to, Piyush Rai, the son of slain BJP MLA. It's shocking how this person could operate from inside the jail. He also wielded considerable clout within political parties, cutting across party lines, enjoyed fighting elections, given the fact that he had over 60 criminal cases against him.
Well, that's absolutely right. And, what's very interesting to understand for us and for viewers at this point in time is that after Yogi Adityanath becoming Chief Minister of this state, Mukhtar Ansari started playing victim cards. Before 2017, when he had support of the former Chief Ministers and the parties in power, he has always behaved like a mafia, goon, don, involved more than 60 cases registered against him, not conviction, not even in one case. But when Yogi Adityanath came to power, he perhaps really got scared and started playing victim cards that they will end my life. They are conspiring to end my life. And time and again, he has been making such claims in the courts, and even while entering the court, speaking to media outside the court, he has been doing that. His legal team has been doing that. So Mukhtar Ansari, if somebody really wants to understand Mukhtar Ansari, then it's very important to go back into the history and read about him before 2017, what Mukhtar Ansari was. When Krishnanand Rai was shot down, at that point of time, it sent a very strong shock waves across the state. And despite all the evidence pointing fingers towards Mukhtar Ansari, the evidence making him person of interest, there was no conviction brought into that matter. So it's just one case that I'm talking about. There are multiple cases, more than 60 cases against him. In those 60, in 8 cases he has been convicted. All these convictions have come when UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath came to power, and perhaps he instructed his police force to fast track cases against mafias and criminals of Uttar Pradesh, and that perhaps broke the backbone of the entire mafia underworld nexus in Uttar Pradesh. And that's why we say that now Mafia Raj in Uttar Pradesh has come to an end. So it all started with Atiq Ahmed, Mukhtar Ansari, and they all were put behind bars. Their cases were fast-tracked. They were brought from different states to Uttar Pradesh so that they can attend the daily trial on the daily basis. So all those things were done by Uttar Pradesh police. So, one thing is very important to understand. Before 2017, Mukhtar Ansari was a different person.
Yes.
And
yes.
And today, if people are sympathizing with him, or maybe some are calling him a Masiha, or all good words are being said about him. It has nothing to do with him. It has only to do with the politics, because elections are we are in the election season, and many members of the Mukhtar Ansari's party are in the active politics. His brother, his son, they all are in the active politics. They are associated with one or the other party.
That was there with most of these families, isn't it? Whether it was Atiq Ahmed, who also died in Prayagraj, and the other influential terrorists come politicians, they all enjoyed that kind of prominence and influence when the Samajwadi Party and the BSP were in power. But what's interesting, Siddhant, is that, as you rightly said, that his entire crime empire started crumbling under the crackdown of the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Why is it that now his family are crying foul? They're sensing that there's a conspiracy. They claim that he was not given proper medical treatment. Was he ailing for a very long time? Had there been complaints and concerns expressed by the family members earlier on as well?
Well, look, this is for sure that he was ailing for quite a long time, and in fact, he was not in the best of the health. But there was a good treatment that was being given to Mukhtar Ansari even inside the prison. Even on Tuesday, he was immediately rushed to Banda Medical College, and the best doctors attended him. He immediately got the ICU also when he fell in the toilet. And even yesterday also, he was immediately rushed the time he started complaining about vomiting. So to the best of the knowledge that is available in public domain, each time around he went to the hospital, he was given the best treatment. But at the same time, this is also correct that the family has been making allegations that he is being given slow poison in the food inside the prison. So this has been family's claims. In fact, they have filed an affidavit also in the court. They have written to the court. They have put it on record. So this has been family's claim. But
right,
look,
Siddhant, if I just may interrupt you, just excuse me for doing that, but just to take off from what you were mentioning, for the benefit of our viewers, we in fact have a timeline of what you were mentioning, how Ansari's family have been complaining about Mukhtar Ansari's health. In fact, now they're crying conspiracy. They're saying that his death is not due to natural causes. In fact, it was on the 19th of March when his son alleged that poison was given to Mukhtar Ansari. Then the next very day, on the 20th of March, Ansari's lawyers made those claims of poisoning. In fact, they said that there is a significant threat to Mukhtar Ansari's life. Then on the 25th of March, his condition deteriorated further. Following day, Ansari did complain of abdominal pain and he was very nauseous. He was uneasy as well. And that's when he was immediately rushed to the hospital in Banda. Doctors there at that time checked him, but they said that there was nothing really serious. He was then taken back to prison, and that's why the family members are extremely upset. They're saying that had medical proper medical treatment been administered to Mukhtar Ansari when his health had deteriorated, when he was feeling uneasy, perhaps he wouldn't have lost his life. On the 27th of March, in fact, his family members alleged that there has been a conspiracy to kill him. Once again, he fell unconscious, and then Mukhtar Ansari was once again rushed to the hospital, and on 20th March, which was yesterday, he finally lost his life and he died because of a cardiac arrest, something that now is being questioned by the family members of Mukhtar Ansari. And as we've been telling you, there's massive politics that has erupted over the death of Mukhtar Ansari. Let's play out some of the reactions that we have for you.
आरोपी मुख्तार अंसारी की जेल में मौत हुई है, वो उत्तर प्रदेश की भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार पर गंभीर प्रश्न खड़े करती है। मुख्तार अंसारी ने कुछ दिन पहले आरोप लगाया था कि उन्हें धीमा जहर दिया जा रहा है, और आज प्रशासन बता रहा है कि उनकी दिल का दौरा पड़ने से मौत हो गई। इसकी उच्च स्तरीय जांच होनी चाहिए, हाई कोर्ट के सिटिंग जज के सुपरविजन में जांच हो, ताकि पता चले लोगों को कि जेलों में क्या हो रहा है और उत्तर प्रदेश के शासन में किस तरीके का जंगल राज चल रहा है।
देखिए, बहुत ही दुखद घटना है और ये अभी आप लोगों का या सरकार का कहना है कि हार्ट अटैक से डेथ हुई है। जब तक पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट सामने नहीं आई थी तब तक हम कुछ ऑथेंटिकली कह नहीं सकते हैं, क्योंकि प्राइमा फेशिया ये हार्ट अटैक से डेथ लग नहीं रही है। देखिए, उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा दम है, क्योंकि 2 दिन पहले भी कोर्ट के अंदर एक एप्लीकेशन लग रही है, जिसके अंदर वहाँ पे उनके जो लोकल लॉयर हैं उन्होंने एप्लीकेशन लगा के बहुत सीरियस एलिगेशन लगाए थे प्रशासन के ऊपर कि इनको स्लो पॉइजन दिया जा रहा है। और कहीं ना कहीं प्रशासन की और जेल प्रशासन की दोनों तरफ से जो गवर्नमेंट है वहाँ पे और जो प्रशासन है जेल प्रशासन, इनकी ड्यूटी बनती थी कि उसको बड़ा डीपली जाके इन्वेस्टिगेट करते, और कहीं पर भी अगर ऐसा एलिगेशन आते तो इमीडिएटली सारा सराउंडिंग स्टाफ चेंज कर देना चाहिए था।
Okay, I'm going to go back to my colleague Siddhant. Siddhant, just to take it from where we were talking about Mukhtar Ansari and the timeline of the events that unfolded before his death. Now, we can see the politics that is being played over the death of Mukhtar Ansari. You have the Samajwadi Party, the BSP and the Congress backing the claims of his family members, while the BJP hitting out at all of these three parties, saying that they are the ones who have encouraged these goons. They are the ones who have promoted Gunda Raj in the state of Uttar Pradesh, and now they're crying foul. What is the latest that you have as far as the post-mortem is concerned? How long will that take? Because his son is saying that he would like the post-mortem to take place in Delhi. What's the latest that you have?
Yes, so we have been told that government is extremely transparent as far as his autopsy process is concerned, and this is a reason that government made sure, the department, district administration made sure that his family should be in the second room where postmortem is taking place. So all his family members are present in Banda at this point in time. Also, the entire process is going to be videographed, because government is well aware of the fact that the family can move to the courts in future, challenging this entire or perhaps pushing this foul play theory. So the process will be would be videographed. At the same time, there was a demand of the family that the doctor should come from outside the Banda, not from the Banda prison. So our doctor has come from Lucknow. So it's a two doctors, 5-member panel which is doing autopsy of Mukhtar Ansari at this point in time. But government is fully prepared for politics to be played around the death of Mukhtar Ansari, because during his peak, he enjoyed patronage, he enjoyed support of almost all political parties in the state of Uttar Pradesh, and in fact outside Uttar Pradesh. It was only Bharatiya Janata Party which aggressively campaigned against the mafias like Mukhtar Ansari and Atiq Ahmed from very beginning, from even before the death of Krishnanand Rai, before his killing. So, all other he has good connections in all other political parties, and that is perhaps we are getting to see the kind of emotions flowing from those parties, the condolence messages. Their leaders are strongly reacting to this. Also, the kind of clout, the kind of power, influence that Mukhtar Ansari has enjoyed. There were times in Uttar Pradesh when all his car numbers were used to end with 0786. So that was a special arrangement which was done by the state government of Uttar Pradesh at that point in time. If I'm not mistaken, Mulayam Singh was the chief minister for Mukhtar Ansari. So that was a level of influence that Mukhtar Ansari used to enjoy in the state of Uttar Pradesh. So his entire empire got collapsed after Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath came to power. The way police started raiding his premises, making arrests of people around him, and also fast-tracking the cases, ongoing pending cases against him. Right. And the result was that in just 4 years, they got 8 convictions against Mukhtar Ansari. That was an achievement of UP police. So, there was always lack of political willingness as far as Mukhtar Ansari's career is concerned. And when the political willingness was shown, then his cases were fast-tracked and he was convicted also.
Indeed, a 40-year reign of terror finally coming to an end. Mukhtar Ansari losing his life as a result of cardiac arrest, something that the family alleges is false. They have now asked for a further probe. They are crying conspiracy. They're saying that his death has happened not because of natural causes, but that he was slowly poisoned by the jail authorities. So a lot happening on that front. But the autopsy is going to be a crucial one, and that really will tell as to what is the real truth behind the death of the very powerful gangster-turned-politician Mukhtar Ansari. Lots more reactions coming in. Let's just play them out.
कोई घेराव नहीं, विपक्ष ऐसे ही बोलता रहता है, कोई जनता विपक्ष को गंभीरता से लेती नहीं। वो भी पोस्टमार्टम हो रहा है, जैसी जानकारी टीवी पे चल रही है, जो जानकारी मिल रही है उस पर भी वो भी साफ हो जाए।